Finance Committee meeting. Motion to approve previous minutes.
Second.
Mr. Kraus, second. Motion by Mr. Kraus, second by Mr. Signoracci. Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you. We'll take number 8 out of order. The sheriff is here tonight. He has a budget amendment for 2 EMTs that he needs out there that are fully funded by the towns through the EMT program. Any questions for the sheriff?
Mr. Chairman?
Mr. Grimm?
This is part of shared services that everybody's talking about, Sheriff?
Correct.
And you've been expanding it. When they reimburse us, do they reimburse us also for the health cost and the pension cost?
Everything, all the benefits are factored in. And we actually have the money for these 2 positions. We just need the ability to bring 2 more people on because the hours are spread somewhat thin.
So they're in vacant lines, but now they're not going to be vacant, but the county is going to be made whole from the municipality which is
Every
requiring
penny.
our service.
Every penny is reimbursed, gas, fuel,
Okay.
vehicles, Band-Aids, whatever the case may be, it's all factored in.
And they get the service, they get the benefit of you guys, your organization.
We're
Go ahead.
looking to add the 2, mainly, as I said the last meeting, that, we've absorbed a local rescue squad. We're in the process of absorbing another local. Unfortunately, volunteerism is on a drastic decline, so we need the bodies.
How far can this go, do you think, from the shared services? Because this is obviously a very big topic.
Well, there's a lot of money out there on the table that could probably be, looked at with a lot of them, but, the problem is that your volunteer rescue squad is slowly going away, and it's becoming a volunteer rescue squad with paid employees. So with that, they're not saving any money.
Okay.
Anyone else?
I'll move them.
Motion by Mr. Miller, second by Mr. Kraus. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Thank you, Sheriff.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I just want to mention the sheriff here. The sheriff's program at the jail where there's vets in a single podcast, that got national news. NBC Lester Holtz did a story on that, giving national exposure to Albany County, where our recidivism rate is just 10% for that pod versus 47% for the entire jail. It's a remarkable success story that the sheriff has created and is now available throughout the national news.
Well, we're fortunate to have an outstanding sheriff who thinks
Indeed.
ahead and thinks out of the box.
The guy they love
So
to hate.
that doesn't surprise me. Thank you, Sheriff.
Thank you, have a good night.
And we'll take number 26 out of order for the Airport Authority. We have a 20-year lease on 3.5 acres they want to use for a parking lot. Any questions?
So moved.
Motion to move it by Mr. Miller, second by Mr. Signoracci. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Thank you for coming.
Good job, guys.
Thank you, appreciate it.
We're gonna table items 1 through 5. Number 6 is a public hearing on local law B, and it's set. Motion on the public
moved.
hearing, Mr. Signoracci, second. Mr. Trichet, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Number 7, we'll table to the outcome of the public hearing. Number 8, we did. Number 9 is an agreement with the Unified Court System for custodian and building services. We do this as a renewal. This is our agreement with the court system, so we can get reimbursed for the cleaning of it. Any questions?
I just had one. Are they paying at the current rate, or do they kind of,
It's a what it is a 5-year contract that comes in and it has an escalator every year. And this is what, they give you a price up to what we can reimbursement charges to. So whatever if we have any OCA request work that we do for them, carpet, painting, that has to go in a recap sheet that is reversed at that percentage that's in the program.
So this is actually a reimbursement for the past year?
Yes,
But we actually already
16,
spent
well,
it,
actually
no,
16, 17, because
Right.
that's our fiscal year. April of 16 through March of 17.
Mr. Kraus?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Did you say this is the amount that's reimbursable up to this amount?
It's up to that amount that they agreed to.
Okay, so do we know of the 717 that was reimbursed last year, what portion of that?
It's in the recap sheet that they'll agree to once we send it in. It's on the back here.
Okay.
It gives us all the costs. Plus, they requested other work, they're looking for carpet work and stuff like that we're going to be doing that's in here that'll be reimbursable through.
So that'll be reimbursable as well?
Yes.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Motion to move. Mr. Signoracci, second. Mr. Trichet, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous? Thank you. Number 10,
Thank you.
Thank you. Amending the 2017 Mental Health Department, a part-time supervising psychiatrist, psychologist. This is being done with vacant position, budget neutral.
Yes.
Any questions? Motion to move it. Mr. Miller, second by Mr. Mr. Signoracci, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Number 11.
Good job.
This is a 2017 Probation Department Budget Administrative Adjustments. These are salary steps for PEF per their contract. Any questions? Mr. Grimm?
Yes, if these steps were obviously already decided, why wouldn't that be placed in the budget?
It was just missed. The steps are, 2 people are 10-year and 2 are 15-year. And the issue was, some people were hired years ago as a probation officer training, so that would be step 1. Some were hired as probation officers, so these people were hired as probation officers. So there was just confusion on their initial step, so they immediately went into the next level when they reached.
So that was,
year.
that step was coming, it just slipped through the cracks apparently.
Yes, I'm sorry. I
No, that's
apologize for
okay,
that.
I was just confused about
Any
that.
other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Grimm. Motion to move it.
So moved.
Mr. Signoracci, second. Mr. Shea, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Number 12, amending Resolution 267, modifying waste hot oil heaters at the North Plant Sewer District. This is a continuation. We already passed the resolution to buy the equipment. Now this is upgrading and implementing the equipment. It's being paid for by the rates that the member communities pay, so it's not county money. Any questions?
So moved.
Mr. Signoracci, second. Mr. Miller, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you, sir. 13, a resolution 299 for 2014 regarding SEIU, registered nurse collective bargaining agreement, amending the 2017 healthcare facility. This is stipend pay in 1199's union agreement. Any questions? Motion to move it.
So
Mr.
moved.
Signoracci, second. Mr. Miller, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous. Thank you, sir. Number 14, authorize an agreement with clinical staffings regarding certified nursing assistants, the 2017 residential healthcare facility budget. Mr. Miller.
Yeah, I have a question on this. I understand that you're contracting out because you're having difficulty recruiting staff.
Yes.
But you're actually replacing budgeted staff with this contract, is that
Yes.
correct?
That's
So we're
correct.
taking unionized staff and replacing with a contract. Are they at a
Approximately
lower?
half the staff is vacant right now, okay? There's 20 lines or so that are fully vacant. They're taking about half of them in hopes to fill the other 10 by the end of the year.
So this contract that we have, are they being paid at a higher rate than our staff is currently? Or?
Well, not with benefits. So the contract will be approximately $20 an hour for a CNA. Our base pay for CNAs is approximately $12.50 an hour. Those that work on days, then there's a differential on evenings and nights. If you put benefits into that, it comes probably to more like $30 an hour.
Well, you're saying $20 an hour, that's what we're paying the contractor, right? It's not necessarily what they're getting paid?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's not necessarily what they're getting paid.
Oh, no, they're not getting paid $20 an hour. The company's getting $20 an hour.
Do you know what they're getting paid?
I have no idea.
I'm just concerned, if they can recruit the staff, why we can't recruit it, I guess is my concern here. Particularly if we're adding benefits on top
Well,
of it.
right now, you just approved the registered nurse adjustment to the 1199 contract to bring us up to industry norms. I've been not successful or unsuccessful in negotiating with the maintenance and service workers, which includes the CNAs, to bring up their base pay to the average of the Albany region, which probably help in recruitment, probably, not necessarily guaranteed. They have turned down that agreement. I don't know why they turned it down. We really don't need to negotiate until 2019. I met with the union along with Jeff Jameson. We had a very, very productive meeting, even though we've been doing this for 10 months.
Larry, we don't need to get into the union stuff.
We don't need to get into
Okay,
union
just talk-
negotiations.
Just answer his question.
Well, the answer is that if in fact this negotiations are successful and we raise the base pay, then we hopefully will decrease any use of agency and only hire people into the Albany County system. That's why I wanted to bring that up.
Thank you. I would just say that if you look at the base pay of our employees compared to what we're paying, the $20 to the outside agency, that's still substantial. Our CNAs are making, what, 20,000 a year out there, 23?
Around 23, actually.
All right. The benefits are only tops would be 40%. So you're looking at about 28,000. So it's still costing us more to go out to an outside agency than it is actually for us to go out there and hire some people. So we got to do a better job. You got to do a better job in hiring some people out there.
Right now, a CNA base pay is $23,000. If they have the family plan of our health benefit, that alone is $23,000. Their base pay is $46,000, not counting pension and not counting other benefits that they receive.
Then why can't you hire anybody out there?
They don't come in the door.
You go look for them?
We beg them to come in the door. Okay, you could work at a McDonald's and Dunkin' Donuts and make $23,000 a year.
What's the industry norm for CNA?
Well, that's not true.
It was in the
Don't make a
paper
statement like that. McDonald's, you know,
I'm serious.
there's no benefits, there's no state retirement.
That's
when you're working at
exactly
McDonald's.
the point. People.
And plus they're more trained working there. I have a real problem with going to outside consultants, always
do I.
have, nothing new with me.
I agree.
And I just think that we don't do enough to go out and get these people to come to work for us. And I know there's a shortage on CNAs.
If you look, I mentioned this before, 2 weeks ago, there was an article in Times Union about the shortage of nursing staff, including CNAs, in the capital region. The home care agencies, which give no benefits whatsoever, are paying a base pay of $25,000 a year. Our base pay.
But they don't give you nothing. They don't give you no state, they don't give you the state
but people-
retirement. They don't give you the health insurance benefits that we have. It's like apples. What's that?
It's not valuable to everybody.
No, it's
valuable to
not, but
us.
it's available, but you know what, it's valuable to people who are families,
There is very few people, in all honesty, that come through the door that I interview that we don't hire who have the CNA title. I work hand in hand with BOCES, with every graduating student. I actually come here with SCCC and do speeches to the people who are graduating from their CNA school. We do now job fairs to try to get people to come in. We're out there. There's just not enough CNAs to go around, and it's consistent with every nursing home in the area. Everyone is having
I only care about
difficulty.
one nursing home.
I agree.
Albany County.
I
And you're
agree.
my guy there,
I agree.
all right?
It is my job.
That's
and-
right.
And we're doing our best to try to bring people in, and we have not been successful. It took, let's put it this way, over 2 years for me to give into this. We now have, right now, as we speak, part-time and full-time openings, 38 openings. 38 openings.
This would allow you to wind up hiring individuals so that the quality and the care of the seniors and the individuals that we have at the nursing home does not slip.
Yes.
Can I have a
Yeah,
motion?
he's just trying to
I got
maintain,
you. So with that
he's
being
just trying to
said,
maintain staffing to keep the nursing
Nothing
home at the
makes
quality
me more
that we expect.
irritated than utilizing an agency.
with that being said, so moved.
Thank you. And you've cut back a lot on our ends and stuff, so that, you know, there's some good parts on that that's
Yeah.
working out. But we really got to look at concentrating on getting some CNAs out
Yeah,
there.
and that's why I'm only asking agency use for CNAs, because we've done extremely well recruiting RNs.
We used to
And-
train them out there. We don't do that no more, do we?
No. Oh, well, yes, not directly. BOCES trains in our place. So the school, there are schools that train in our place, but we don't run the program.
Yeah, I got to go. Okay, thank you. Mr. Grimm?
Yeah, you know, it does matter what the other nursing homes are doing, because Mr. Slatsky works in this environment, and I'm sure he's making every effort, given the cards he's dealt, to make the most of the situation.
Thank you, Mr. Grimm. Any motion to move? Mr. Signorachi, second by Mr. Miller, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous, thank you.
Still here.
15. Approving and designation of Albany County Legislature lead agency for seeker for the renovations at the nursing home.
So moved.
Second? Mr. Grimm? or I'm sorry, Mr. Kraus?
Sure.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous, thank you. Expressing an interest and intent, Albany County Legislature support and fund the proposed renovations at the nursing home.
So moved.
Mr. Signorachi, second by Mr. Miller, all in favor?
Question,
Opposed?
question.
Mr. Grant?
Yeah. What is the success of getting a CON? It's not necessarily an easy process with the state of New York.
It's very complicated,
Yeah.
very detailed, many, many pages, but we've had numerous meetings already with the New York State Department of Health, and I believe our application will be approved. And it'll be seamless once it's there. There's always contingencies, there's always questions, but I believe we're in a very good position.
Will there be state reimbursement, or is
Oh,
this?
it'll be reimbursed.
Completely?
This is a $60 million project that would be reimbursed by the Medicaid system.
And that's part of the negotiation?
Yes.
How-
Well, before we spend one penny, they will tell you how much money you're getting back reimbursed.
Any idea how long the process will take?
Right now, they're telling us, once submitted, and we hope to submit the end of March, that's why we need this resolution, should take, they tell us, between 60 and 90 days.
This sets us up for the state to show our commitment to them that we're gonna do the renovation. I personally think I'd rather see us build a new one, but we've been down this road before with the state and the CON, and they're not gonna give us one on a new one, so we can go this route with the renovations and, because you still have a 35, 40-year-old building out there that we're renovating and putting all this $60 million into.
How will if this renovation is complete and we do it, how will that affect our ability to manage the bottom line over there?
Oh, I think it's going to be great. I mean, right now, there are many beds that are not being utilized because we can't get up to our licensed capacity of 250. So we average a census between around, let's say on average census 220, you're talking 30 beds, which would take us up to our licensed capacity of 250. That with our current Medicaid reimbursement, you're talking alone $2.5 million of additional revenue alone, just filling those beds.
So, Mr. Slansky, it will enhance the profitability of the institution.
There's no doubt.
I guess on that profitability, how close are we to a cash-positive facility?
Well,
It'll be next year, he said. It was already stated during the budget process, Mr. Grimm, you probably forgot that.
Oh, no, I was here for all those meetings, thank you.
You just want to hear it again?
No, well, I like the latest update, if that's okay with the chairman.
It is good music. Mr. Slasky's leadership is going to have that nursing home turning a profit by the end of next year. So
my goal.
that's our goal.
Especially after renovation.
Oh, so be nice to him.
It's a good thing. As I said here, we're losing $12 million a year. Well, it wasn't really losing, because the government doesn't lose money. We provide services. Anything else? Motion to move it? Mr. Signorachi, second. Mr. Trishay, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Slansky.
Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Amending the public, capital plan.
Number 17, public hearing amending the capital plan program. Motion for the public hearing, Mr. Kraus, second. Mr. Signorachi, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous, thank you. Amending the capital program for 2017-22.
That was tabled to the public hearing.
Yep, table to that to the public hearing. Number 19, authorizing advance of real property in the town of Colony, Waterford Road. This is a budding property owner. Any more questions? Motion to move it, Mr. Kraus, second, Mr. Signorachi, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you, unanimous. Authorizing advance of real property in the town of Colony, another abutting property owner. Any questions? Motion to move it, Mr. Kraus, second, Mr. Signorachi, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous, thank you. Authorizing advance of real property in the town of Colony, this is another abutting property owner. Motion to move, Mr. Kraus, second, Mr. Signorachi, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous, thank you. Authorizing a piece of property in town of Green Island.
This is several,
This is, to Mr. Doherty, there's some bank foreclosure, and then there's some environmental issues on it, so this is what we really like to get rid of.
$67,000, I believe, roughly.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
64,000, right?
Yes, that's correct. 67, yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, I-
67,000. Should know better.
Yeah.
67,000.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, Mr.
Yeah, I have a question on that, because our materials look like this is a terrible piece of property, contaminated. Why would someone spend $67,000 on it?
I would assume it's judged by that individual or this individual's client to be worth that amount to them. Truth be told, we got an appraisal done, as we do with all private sales, and that is above the appraisal value.
He really wants it, Mr. Grant.
The 67,000
I'm just curious, because.
Yeah, he wants it.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
$7,000 above the appraisal value, so we don't.
Yeah, he wants
We're
to
happy
put
to get
property.
rid of it, I think it's the best way to put
We
it.
don't entertain sales for when the appraisal and the offer value
Yeah, he
are
does have
egregiously off, so.
Property
He has
nearby.
property on the street also.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any other
nearby.
questions? Motion to move, Mr. Signorachi, second.
Thank you.
Mr. Miller, all in favor? Opposed? Unanimous, thank you. Number 23, authorizing refund in City of Cohoes. This is a clerical error. Ms. Line, any questions? Motion to move, Mr. Signorachi, second. Mr. Miller, all in favor? Opposed? Unanimous. 24 is the correction of assessment rolls in the town of Colony, Gilman, and Rensselaer. And these are all errors in postings with their specific assessors. Any questions?
So moved.
Mr. Signorachi, motion by Mr. Signorachi, second Mr. Kraus. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous, thank you. Number 25 is a correction of assessment rolls in the city of Albany. These are various corrections and clerical errors again. Motion to move. Mr. Signorachi, second. Mr. Torche, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous, thank you. 26 is a resolution regarding the lease agreement. We did that. 27 is authorizing a quitclaim deed for the Albany Water Board in the city of Albany. They actually have a pump station on it. This really should have been cleaned up years ago. And this is just fixing it.
That's correct.
Right, sir?
Yeah.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Signorachi, second by Mr. Miller, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous, thank you. Amending the 2017 legislative budget. We're gonna,
Do a budget transfer, we're taking a position, it's budget neutral, we're creating a new part-time attorney and deleting another position that's in our budget. I have done the resolution, I will be sending it up to the minority office and out to everybody tomorrow.
So moved.
I know,
Second.
what's the position we're deleting?
A document manager. This is a part-time attorney position, not a full-time.
And what department?
Ours.
ours, majority
Ours.
council.
Majority's office.
Motion
It's
by Mr.
within our budget,
Signorachi,
not yours, don't worry.
Second by Mr. Torche, all in favor? Opposed? Unanimous, thank you. 29 is Health Department grant. This is 100% state money.
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Signorachi, second by Mr. Miller, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous, thank you. Number 30 is a 2017 Department, Specialty Equipment, Health Department, looking to buy some lead detection machines, which we need in the city of Albany desperately. Motion to move. Any questions? Motion to move it, Signorachi. Second, Mr. Torche, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Unanimous, thank you. Motion adjourned.
Mr. Chairman,
Signorachi,
if
second
I might,
Mr. Miller.
Tim DeRozier, this is his first full week with the staff, and I'd like to formally welcome to our
Oh.
staff. We're thrilled to have him here.
Thank you, welcome.